Hey everyone, welcome back to the last phase of 8th edition, the introduction to 8th edition. We're on to the morale phase now, and we're going to just work out very quickly. It's quite a straightforward system in terms of leadership now. It's not as drawn out as it was in 7th edition. So in the morale phase, starting with the player whose turn it is, which will be your turn.
Okay.
Players must take morale tests for units from their army that have had models slain during the turn. To take a morale test, roll a dice and add the number of models from the unit that have been slain this turn. If the result of the morale test exceeds the highest leadership characteristic in the unit, the test is failed. For each point that the test is failed by, one model in that unit must flee and is removed from play. You choose which models flee from the units you command. Okay, so for this example, we've got a unit of Primaris Intercessors and we've got the Plague Marines. And previously in the turn, we lost one Marine to the shooting, 2 of them have died to combat, and it's left 2 of them in the unit. So you now need to roll a dice to see how many more of these will die. So you go ahead and roll that.
What's my leadership?
Leadership is 8.
Okay, so let's roll a dice for that.
A 6.
I've rolled a 6.
Now, because you are Marines, you can re-roll morale checks.
Because at the minute, I'm going to go over by, I'm going to go over by 1, which means I will lose a whole model.
Lose one model, so you want to re-roll that.
Yep. I've rolled a 3 this time.
Okay, so that's put you up to 6. That's below your leadership of 8, so you haven't actually lost any models due to morale this turn.
So this can be quite a bad thing for any unit where there's high wound counts for models.
Yes, yeah, if you start taking casualties, you will lose a lot of stuff. Especially for Poxwalkers would be an example. You can have units of 20 to 30. If you start losing 10 or 15 in one go and you roll your morale check, they might lose the rest of the unit. Poxwalkers have got a rule where they ignore morale, but that was just an example to say if you've got weak, numerous numbers in a unit, that can be a bad thing. We're going to check now as well. We're going to do the same thing for the Plague Marine unit. They lost 3 of the Marines to shooting and 2 of them to the combat. So there's only 1 left. Luckily, it is the Plague Champion who has a leadership of 8 again.
Leadership of 8.
You roll this, see what happens. What a 5. Now, there's 5 that have been lost. Add that to your 5.
So we're up to 10.
And he's only got leadership of 8.
So we've gone over by 2.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
So it's pretty devastating. You can see how quickly units can just crumble once you start to lose things in the shooting phase and the combat phase. It's not just combat. Otherwise, if you've got re-roll morale checks, if you do roll something bad, you can maybe negate that a little bit.
Yeah, having that re-roll for the leadership test, it's going to be handy now for the leadership tests.
Yeah, and there's a lot of units as well which increase morale safety. I think the Primaris Ancient, if you have a unit within 6 inches of an Ancient, you get +1 to your leadership.
Yeah.
On top of the other abilities that it does. So it's really going to be looking at your data sheets and seeing what can either get you, ignoring morale tests or giving you a boost, and keeping it too close to those units so that you don't suffer in these phases.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all of the 6 phases for the introduction to 8th edition that we've gone through. Hopefully it's helped you a little bit. You've maybe got a better overview of how the rules work, and maybe there's something that you looked over and glazed over initially that you've spotted in this game. There's going to be more videos in future. We're going to be doing more on individual characters, transports, vehicles, as well as scenery special rules as well. But this is the initial 6 videos that we wanted to get out just to show you how the basic phases work in 8th edition. So we hope you enjoyed it. We definitely enjoyed trying out the new rules.
Yeah.
And we've got new battle reports coming out in the next few weeks using the new edition. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.